Hi, listeners. Welcome to Rock Video Rental. I am Brandon. With me, as always, is Caleb, and we are celebrating 400 episodes of the podcast,
Do, 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 do,
which
do. This sound
blows
effects,
my mind.
great production, throwing all the money. Oh, wait, we don't do that stuff here.
uh, and there's really no other better way to celebrate than to revisit The Room, one of our favorite awesomely bad movies. But before we do that, we're going to do like we always do. And Caleb, have you watched anything good?
So I missed last week because I'm on vacation. It's stretching between last week and this week. And so I thought I was going to be like, oh, yeah, while I'm vacation at the end of the day, when the kids go to bed, I'll watch like an episode of a show or something, do something, whatever. None of that has been happening. So yay. I did get to watch basketball though, because it was all like the conference championships and things like that. And then March Madness is going to be kicking off here, technically tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow,
Right.
whatever. Um, but I don't really have much to add because it's really been watching sports. I did watch Master of Disguise for last week. Did not get to record with you though. The quick 2 cents I'll give about that is my rating for that movie is 2 out of 5. It just, I think the weird thing about it is I feel like it was kind of going for one of those movies, those comedies a little bit before its time of like, Chris Farley comedy, Adam Sandler comedy, you know, geared toward more towards the mature adult audience, but also with some elements that the younger crowd could enjoy too.
Yeah,
But
kind of like Beverly Hills Ninja or something.
something kind of like that, yeah, but it couldn't find its balance and then it didn't fit in either. Like it was
Yeah.
much too stupid for a good adult comedy, and then the humor for the kids just didn't land. And so I just think that I was close to 2.5 maybe because it's not like absolutely horrible, unwatchable, but I think it just really failed to grasp an identity, a good identity with it. And so I landed at 2 out of 5 for that. So just to give my 2 cents about that. I am I guess a little bit to throw in there, and this has nothing to do about movies, I guess. But just because I'm on vacation, I'm in Florida. I'm visiting my parents because they're down here this time of year. And my tip for anyone, whenever you're doing vacation, we didn't do Disney. We've done Disney once previously in the past. We're probably not going to do it again because it just didn't resonate that much for our kids. Um, I want to say this just because we've done a few things while we've been here. Never or whenever possible, don't ever skimp on your vacation plans. Just don't. It's not worth it. Like one thing I've learned from the several years of driving down here, like I don't skimp on hotels. I do not risk getting stuck with a really crappy hotel and then not
Yeah.
sleeping and then having to drive the entire next day on no sleep. Like don't skimp out on hotels. And the other aspect of don't skimp out on your vacation, like for instance, the bigger things like Disney, I don't know if Universal has it or not, but like just pay the extra. If there's a fast track option, pay for the fast track. Like make things easy on yourself because everything that I've seen, every turn that I've taken when I'm just like, I don't think it's going to be worth the money. More often than not, it's really is worth the money just to make things simpler and easier. So my encouragement is if you're going to be spending the money anyway, spend a little bit more and just make it easier on yourself.
Right.
So do that. My recommendation, because yeah, I'm about to jump in the car tomorrow and start the 20-hour drive back. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
Hooray.
Yay. So, anyways, I'm sure that you
Uh,
have a lot of fun lined up too. Watch.
um, man, I didn't really watch all that much. Um,
No.
sadly, I've been kind of busy lately. I did watch some Young Sheldon. I think we're on like season 6, something like that.
Rock.
Um, really, gosh, other than that, like I didn't really even watch too much over the weekend.
Hmm.
We did go to the planetarium at Michigan State. They had like a free thing on Sunday, and we watched this short documentary for kids about dinosaurs,
Hmm.
and that was pretty cool. And they had like this little museum outside of the planetarium with like meteorites and stuff like that. So both my kids seemed to really enjoy that. And then we went to Costco because I mean Costco's awesome. But as far as watching anything, not a whole heck of a lot. I did watch The Disaster Artist in preparation for this, just to get like some kind of a different angle at it. And I've read the book, seen that movie before, seen The Room multiple times. So
Rock.
yeah, just interesting things to talk about. So I guess without a further ado, we should talk about the Tommy Wiseau classic, The Room. The Room, it is from 2003 and is directed by Tommy Wiseau. The plot is in San Francisco, an amiable banker's seemingly perfect life is turned upside down when his deceitful bride to be embarks on a passionate affair with his best friend. On the cast, we got Tommy Wiseau as Johnny, Juliette Danielle as Lisa, Greg Sestero as Mark, Philip Haldeman as Denny, Carolyn Minot as Claudette, Robin Paris as Michelle, Mike Holmes as Mike, Dan J- Janigigan as Chris R., Kyle Vaught as Peter. Um, I mean, what can I say about this movie?
Dude, I totally forgot that it was Denny. I thought it was Danny.
No, I remembered it was Denny, like the diner.
Uh,
Denny's. Oh, poor Denny. He just likes to watch.
oh my gosh, dude. There's this movie like never disappoints no matter how many times you watch it. I mean, granted for me it's like once a year, so it's not like I'm watching it like every single month, but it just
Yeah.
uh, you think you remember it all and then you watch it and you're like, "Oh my gosh." And you relive it all over again.
Yeah, this time I watched it and my wife was there. Like I was like, I have to watch this movie for the podcast. Do you care? She's like, no, I don't care. 'Cause she's like reading a book and um she's like catching bits and pieces of it. And 5 minutes into the movie, like not even really. Let's just like after the first line, she's like, what kind of low budget crap is this?
It's the male version of a
Oh,
Hallmark movie, I guess.
yeah. Written, directed, produced, and starring Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, to prepare for this, I also watched The Disaster Artist, the movie that they made based on Greg Sestero's book about the
Uh,
making of this movie.
nice, very nice.
Yeah. And I also listened to the audio book, which is actually read by Greg Sestero. I read the book before, but it's kind of funny listening to the guy who played Mark do his Tommy impression, which sounds a lot like Tommy.
Hopefully, he's better at reading that than he was doing his lines in the movie.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I well, really he had no plans of ever being in this movie. Somebody else was cast as Mark
Yeah, and he got
until a
like,
until a day before shooting.
yeah, so didn't did Tommy do something that kind of like rigged it for Greg to take the part, or was it really by accident?
Um, well, he kept asking him over and over and over to play Mark, and he's like, I wrote this um, part for you, and he kept declining, and then he's like, I pay you really well, and at the time, like Greg didn't have anything else going on,
Uh-huh.
and it's like Tommy knew that he needed the money, so that's what he kept like putting out there, and then when they pulled up to Greg's apartment, like Greg had this crappy Chevy Lumina car,
Hmm.
and he's like, "I'll buy you a new car." And so finally he decided to do it. He's like, but they already had this other guy casted to play Mark. His name was Dan, but Tommy called him Don. And basically his plan was not to fire that guy, but do to film Greg playing Mark, saying that the producers wanted to use him for another role. And then to have Dan/Don do his scenes as Mark, but secretly not film him.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and it took only like a couple days or something like that for that guy to realize what was going on.
Oh, geez.
Yeah,
I wonder how that guy feels.
right?
Like, do
Yeah.
you feel like you dodged a bullet, or are you kind of like, man, I missed out on being in such a horrible movie?
It's probably both. It's probably like when it happened, he's like, man, I'm happy to be out of that.
Hmm.
And then later on, he's like, oh man, I could have been in this infamous movie. Yeah. So yeah, Tommy Wiseau is a really, really interesting person. Very like secretive and mysterious. Like for the longest time, no one knew actually how old he was. And Greg Sestero said in his book like how he asked Tommy how old he was, and Tommy, in typical Tommy fashion, is like, "Why you ask such a question? Why you so nosy?" So like how so the way Johnny is in this movie is pretty much the way Tommy Wiseau is. There's really no difference. Um, and then he's like, "How old are you?" And Greg's like, at the time he was like, "I'm 20," and he's like, "Yeah, I'm around your age."
Yeah. Okay.
And Greg's like, it's like at the time Tommy seemed like he was in his mid to late 40s. But yeah, just really strange dude. No one knows how he got all of his money to like fund this movie. There was producers that he spoke about, and there was a woman in the credits whose name was Chloe something or another, but no one ever met her except for Tommy knew her, and Greg heard Tommy talking to an older woman on the phone, but he never saw her. So it's some secretly like rich woman or something that Tommy knows they got money from. Plus, Tommy's loaded.
Well, is he loaded, or did he have a sugar mama? Dun dun
Right?
dun.
Well, they said there's a part in a Disaster Artist where oh, the guy who's like the assistant director, uh his name's Sandy, and he's played by Seth Rogen in the Disaster Artist. He goes to cash his first check from Tommy, and he's not expecting it to like clear.
Hmm.
And the banker guy's like, he's like, oh, his you don't have to worry about this one. It was like the check will easily clear.
Well,
It's like,
there you
yeah,
go.
he has lots of money. But yeah, there's just so many like weird things with like backstory in this that almost make the movie even more ridiculous and a miracle that it was actually finished.
Yeah, no doubt.
But I can save some more of that for trivia and facts. But this movie is one of the most incoherent, um, and it's like everything that could possibly been done wrong was done wrong,
But somehow it worked.
and somehow it worked. And I think that's what makes it great, is because it wasn't planned to be funny. Like when they shot this movie, Tommy thought he was making like the next great drama. He
Yeah.
was obsessed with James Dean, and he was obsessed with Streetcar Named Desire,
Hmm.
and that's what he wanted to make, was like his own um blockbuster drama that would win like Academy Awards. And then when it was debuted at the theater and people were laughing and stuff, like it really bothered Tommy
Hmm.
because
Oh,
he was
sure.
trying like to make a serious movie, but then he goes on now to claim that it was supposed to be a dark comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the inadvertent humor, which is always the best ingredient of an awesomely bad movie.
Oh, absolutely. And that's the thing is like you can't deliberately make a movie like this.
Oh no, not at all.
Like when they've tried, oh man, I'm trying to, I feel like Disaster Movie is kind of the one that we watched at the beginning of this month and everything is kind of one
Mm,
that was almost kind of like going for that, where it's just like, oh yeah, we're gonna do this stuff and we're not gonna take it too serious and we're just gonna have fun and it's just gonna work. And it's just no, it didn't.
yeah,
Um, and where this one was, hey, we're making this movie, we're gonna do a good job at it, and we're gonna have success, whatever success looks like. But instead they stumbled into a hilarious mess that everybody's enjoying for over 20 years now.
yeah. Um, in the Disaster Artist book, Greg Sestero says that there's a film critic that says something along the lines of The Room is a movie that is seemingly written, directed, and created by an alien who has never seen a movie but has had movies explained to him. And like, yeah, that pretty much checks out because all the pieces of a movie are there. It's just the dialogue is so incredibly awkward. Some of it's nonsensical. There's parts of the plot that just don't make sense. There's scenes that lead nowhere.
Oh yeah, there are certain things that you have to believe were added just because doesn't a movie have to be a certain length to be oh crap qualify for certain awards?
Yeah, it
Like
has to be a certain length too to be shown as a feature in
yeah,
cinemas.
yeah. And
Yeah.
so absolutely there were several scenes that were just thrown in there to make it qualify for that time.
Right. Yeah, a lot of the dialogue was, oh, also the cast. The only people that had the finished full script of the movie whilst making the movie were Tommy and Greg. Nobody else knew where like the story was ending, what was going on until the day they got there to shoot for the scenes that they were doing.
Was it
Um,
filmed chronologically?
no,
Okay.
yeah, that's the thing. So it's like they didn't even know fully what the movie was about. uh, I'm not even sure Tommy Wiseau even knew what the movie was about. Um, and he wrote the whole thing, and he couldn't remember any of his lines. And so that's why you get a lot of the dialogue too, is like, especially from Tommy, is dubbed over in post because of his thick accent and everything.
What a great story, Mark.
Yeah. You know what they say, love is blind.
If everybody in the world love each other more, then the world would be a great place to live in.
It's true.
Ugh.
Oh man. But yes, so it's like it starts off with these weird panoramic shots that are kind of choppy and blurry of San Francisco with this terrible stock music.
Oh, amazing music. How dare you? Like, once you hear this music from watching this movie, like, you will never, ever forget. Like, if you were ever to hear that randomly, like, anywhere, like, if it was used on TikTok, that needs to happen, by the way. I think that might be a
Yeah.
goal for our podcast. Like, we need to use that music on TikTok just because if it's not out there, it needs to be. But it will be seared into your memory forever.
Oh, and not to mention the songs that play during the sex scenes.
Oh, gosh.
And yes, scenes plural. Within something like it within the first 15 minutes, there's two or three sex scenes.
There's two, and then another one comes a little bit later, I think in like 45 minutes or some nonsense.
Yeah, something like that. Well, there's two with Tommy and with Johnny and Lisa, and then there's one with Lisa and Greg or Mark.
Mock.
Yeah.
Surprised there wasn't one with Denny.
Well, he just wanted to watch in the first and eat his apple.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh.
Now, was
Yeah,
he supposed to,
I
was,
tend to rewatches just to skip over those sex scenes because they're way too long.
oh yeah,
It's too much. I feel
I
like I'm
did
watching
the,
like soft core porn.
I did this time. I definitely skipped over those scenes.
Yeah, I did as well.
Did, I can't remember, was Denny supposed to be like college age or was he still in high school?
I thought he was supposed to be like 15, but
Okay.
like there's a part where they're talking about how he's gonna take college classes.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if they were saying like he is taking college classes or he's going to prepare for college. I was really kind of confused. So he's somewhere between 15 and 19, I guess.
Yeah, where the actor was actually 26.
Yeah. I mean, if he could have passed for maybe
19.
16. But yeah, like 18 range, like the way he looked and the way he acted.
Yeah.
But the level of his naive, like the way that they made him dumb, I guess you would say, was way wrong for his age.
Yeah.
So
Oh man. Oh hey Denny.
yeah, and great, and like you said, great dialogue. I just like to watch. I like to watch you guys.
Oh God.
And they just leave the apartment unlocked all the time too, which is great.
Oh yeah, for sure. Um, well, even just at the beginning when like those two go upstairs and then Denny follows them upstairs, and that's he's like, I just like to watch you guys. I'm like, what?
Oh, you guys are wrestling
To
in bed?
to to his company that he's a crowd.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Oh God. And then he eventually professes his love for Lisa
Yeah,
to Johnny.
that's where we get the great wisdom from Johnny of being like, wait, did I write it down? I thought I did.
Where he's talking
No,
about
oh,
if everybody loved each other.
if a lot of people loved each other, the world would be a better place to live.
Oh
The
man.
great wisdom. That was Tommy Wiseau.
Oh God.
Well, talking
Um
about how
hmm?
the place was unlocked all the time too.
Yeah.
I know this kind of is a little counterintuitive, but one of the funniest scenes in this movie for me, I think it was when the guys were coming over for, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the scene where the guys were coming over for the wedding pictures, which was weird. Wedding pictures before the wedding, you know?
Yeah.
And so they're in their tuxes and they're all showing up one by one immediately after each other. It's like knock, knock. Oh, hey, Denny. Close the door. Knock, knock. Oh, hey, whatever your name
Peter.
is. Close the door. Knock, knock. Oh, hey, Mark. Oh, you shaved your beard. Oh,
Yeah.
it was instantaneous. Yeah, oh my gosh. It was so like, dude, TV shows don't do it that bad.
Yeah. It's like if you guys were that close together, didn't you see each other and could have just like came in
Hold,
together?
hold the door open.
Yeah. No, shut the door in his face. Oh, hey, Peter.
Didn't see you
Yeah.
there.
That whole scene, did they like specifically mention this for wedding pictures?
Uh,
Or is
yeah,
it all of
I
a
thought
sudden
so.
they're just in tuxes
Yeah,
and then they go play football in tuxes?
I thought it was for wedding pictures and it was going to be like, oh, your wedding pictures are going to be great. I don't know if maybe they were getting sized for their tuxes, but you don't get sized at
Who
your
knows?
house.
That's a nonsensical Tommy thing. It's like all of a sudden they're in tuxes, and then it's like, let's go throw the football around. And then Peter falls, and
That
they
ruins the
all like
fun.
huddle around him awkwardly, help him up, and then you never see Peter again. He
I do-
vanishes for the. But then there's this guy named Steve or something towards the end that randomly pops up that you've never heard of, never seen before, and then he has multiple lines.
yeah, and he's
I
like,
remember when we saw this in theater and that guy popped up and he like confronts um Mark and
Lisa.
Lisa about their affair, and there's this guy in the crowd when we were watching it was like, "Who are you?"
Uh,
Which is hilarious because it's exactly what I thought when I first saw it. Like, who is this guy?
well, then,
Uh,
but then it leads up to one of the best lines in the movie,
yeah.
where Mark gets mad at him because he's confronting them and being like, "Oh, you guys shouldn't do this." Mark's great line of "Leave your stupid comments in your pocket." Oh my
That
gosh!
makes me think of the Seinfeld, George Costanza when he was with Susan, his fiance, his future wife. He said, you stuff your sorries in a sack, mister.
Dude, it's like it's worse than a 12-year-old on playground.
Yeah.
Like a 12-year-old on playground is gonna have like a good zinger and get you good. This is like a 6-year-old?
Yeah. That's Mark's comeback to that guy being like, what the hell is wrong with you? Kind of thing. And then his comeback to Peter asking what the hell he's doing with his life and like you're sleeping with your best friend's fiance and you're out here smoking weed and then Mark tries to kill him.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna
He
throw
like
you up."
wrestles he wrestles him on top of the roof and it's like he's gonna throw him off and he's like, what the hell are you doing? And then they're just like instantly cool after that.
Yeah. Oh, oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, good. Well, I
Yeah.
mean that flows right into the whole scuffle that Johnny and Mark had at the party thing,
Yes.
where like the first interaction that they have is like, okay, you can kind of understand like there's something weird going on there. Johnny gets upset, and Mark and Johnny are like, oh, we're cool, we're cool. But then you come back like 60 seconds later, and Mark is all up on Lisa,
Yeah.
like in front of
It,
everyone.
yeah, and Mark is like when Tommy storms off the first time, Mark is like um almost like he's disgusted with Lisa. And then I say Tommy, but Johnny comes back and they're all up on each other and everything. And then that's when we get to like the second scuffle. You're no good. You betray me.
Yeah, and then Mark gets like defensive, like,
Yeah.
"Oh, dude, this is your fault." And it's just like, what the heck is going like how is this making sense?
Yeah, I don't like him anymore. Everybody betray me. I fed up with this world.
Dude, even before this whole crap happened with Lisa, which Lisa's crazy, by the way, which is
Yeah.
funny because like Mark acknowledges it, but then completely doesn't care
Yeah.
because he's like, oh, I'm going to get a piece. But Johnny and Mark's relationship as being best friends is like one of the worst friendships I you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
what? Like
They don't
what?
really have any scenes together.
No, except for the coffee. Except for how's your sex life?
Yeah. So how's work going? We gotta do we got a new client. The bank makes lots of money. Really? Who's the client? I can't tell you. It's confidential. Oh, come on. No, seriously, I can't tell you. So anyway, how's your sex life?
Oh,
At that line, my wife like looked up at the TV and just laughed. She's like, "What the heck is that?" So anyway,
you
sex
should
life.
you should have just turned to her and been like, "What? That's how guys talk to each other."
Yeah. So anyway, how's sex life?
Yeah, I just asked Craig and Jason last week.
So anyway, how's your sex life? I saw the Lions sign some defensive end from the Panthers. So anyway, how's your sex life? I'm gonna drop that someday in random conversation.
Oh, that sounds amazing. I'm gonna look forward to
Uh,
that.
oh gosh. Yeah, I think the weird wrestling fight thing between Johnny and Mark is one of the most awkward, ridiculous scenes in the movie. It is followed up with like some of the worst dialogue because there's like some garbled things that Tommy says, and then that's he's like, you're no good. You betray me. He's like, you no good, you fucker.
I fed up with this world. Everybody betray me.
Everybody betray me. I fed up with this world. And that's when he storms off. And we don't forget the part where too where he calls him chicken and he goes cheap, 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 cheap.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh my
That
gosh.
happens like 2 or 3 times in this movie.
Oh my word. Because it was
Uh,
such good content, they had to do it multiple times.
cheap, 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 cheap. Oh gosh. There's also speaking of their apartment never being locked. There's the scene where Mike and his girlfriend Michelle
Hmm.
go in and then are like making out and then she goes down on him and he makes like this goofy face. Uh,
Can't forget that.
yeah, and then Lisa and Claudette show up and then Mike has to try to come back and get his underwear.
Hmm.
And they get that whole weird scene and then he tells the story to Johnny and Mark
And
in the alleyway.
and Denny was there.
Yeah, Daddy.
And yeah, and that
Oh, I
was
had to go back for me undies.
they had that awkward thing there and they were talking about it. And then um oh crap. What was his name? The guy who was in the scene with his girlfriend?
Mike,
Mike. Yeah. So Mike, they're throwing the football around while talking about this, and then Mike has an accident and runs into, or what was it like?
Mark
Mark,
almost tackles him.
yeah, Mark almost tackles him into a trash can, and then all of a sudden Mike's like super injured, and it's like, okay, guys, we gotta stop roughhousing. Somebody got hurt, like
Do you have to go to the hospital?
on Guerrero Street.
Yeah. Oh gosh. So there's only like I'm trying to think of how many sets there are for this movie. There's Tommy and Lisa's apartment,
Hmm.
and that's with the spiral staircase. So there's like the downstairs. Then there's their bedroom.
Yep.
Then there's the rooftop,
Yep.
the alley,
Hmm.
And then there's like when they have Johnny's party at the end, and it's like, let's go outside, let's go inside, let's go outside, let's go inside. There's like this weird patio area
Yeah.
because it's really not like the rooftop.
No, it's not the roof.
No.
And
Or
then there's the coffee shop
oh yeah.
and the flower shop.
Yeah.
Hi, doggy.
Hi, doggy.
Oh, it's my
Keep
favorite
the change.
customer.
All right,
Uh,
keep the change. You know you're my favorite customer. Okay, bye. Oh, hi, Johnny. I didn't see that was you. How, how could you not recognize it was him?
because there are
Like,
so many
that looks like
people.
a freaking alien. That's a Greg Sestero in his book says that he's like, I once heard someone uh say that what Johnny or not Johnny, Tommy looks like is a random thug from a Van Damme movie with an Uzi that only lasts like a couple seconds and then gets killed.
I feel
Like,
like
yeah, that's
I
pretty
feel
spot on.
I feel like it's somebody from Eastern Europe who is a big Gene Simmons fan and just wanted to be like Gene Simmons, but just couldn't quite pull it off.
With a face made of stone, who's fed up with this world.
Oh man.
Uh, yeah, I like how Lisa just decides all of a sudden she doesn't like him anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, he makes good money and he supports me and I know he loves me, but I just don't like him anymore.
Yeah, and then she starts like making up stuff and it just
She she's like, yeah, he hit me. I did not hit her. It is not true. It is bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
oh, gosh.
Which is probably the most famous line from this movie. That
So
and you're tearing me apart, Lisa.
so amazing. Yeah, she just like starts going crazy and it's so bizarre. Well, then too, like one of the funny things that I realized this time watching it is they have the argument like she starts accusing him of having hit her, and then the
Yeah.
next time they actually talk about it, he's like they're yelling at each other. She gets up off the couch. He throws her back on the couch and then is yelling at her. Then she gets back up and he throws her back down on the couch. I'm just like, dude.
Well,
I
he
mean,
still did not hit her.
he
He
didn't
shoved
hit
her.
her. He shoved her, but he didn't
I
hit
did
her.
not.
Oh
I did
man.
not. Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, yeah. The you're tearing me apart scene is when he like shoves her down a bunch of times, and that is he. T Tommy Wiseau took that from Rebel Without a Cause, James
Mm,
Dean movie because he loved James Dean.
yeah.
Like him and Greg Sestero, that was one thing that they like bonded over was their love of James Dean. Uh, and I guess it was supposed to be um you're I think the line with Tommy wrote it was supposed to be "You're pulling me apart" or something like that. You're taking me apart. I can't remember what it was. I think it was "You're taking me apart," but like Tommy couldn't like say that line for some reason, and then actually ended up saying it right with "You're tearing me apart." Yeah. Oh, classic. You're tearing me apart, Lisa. That line is probably his best acting in the whole movie. But it's so far off tone of everything else around it. Yeah, it
Yeah.
sticks out like a sore thumb.
Hmm.
Oh gosh. Yeah, it was soon after the I did not scene in the Oh Hi Mark is when Mark tells the story about Tommy says something about do you think or no Mark says to Tommy, like, do you think girls like to cheat like guys do? uh which is a ridiculous thing to say. And then he's basically saying, like, hey, I'm sleeping with your girlfriend. But he's like, I don't know. He's like, people are strange these days. There's a girl I heard of had a dozen guys. And that's basically how he delivers it. Had a dozen guys. One of them found out about it, and he beat her up so bad that she ended up in a hospital in Guerrero Street. What a story, Mark.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that whole scene was a big thing in the Disaster Artist movie, where like the assistant director is just like, Tommy, like, there's nothing in that story that's funny. Like, why are you laughing? And then he would shoot, they shot it like four more times or something like that. And every single time he laughed. What a story, Mark. Uh, also, in the book, Greg Sestero talks about that scene and how he just like ad libbed the on Guerrero Street.
Hmm.
And like after the scene was done, Tommy like pulled him aside and like flipped out on him because Tommy's apartment was on Guerrero Street and he was super, super secretive about everything. And he
Hmm.
didn't want anybody to know like what kind of car he drove. He didn't want anybody to know like how he lived and uh like he was so mad with Greg for saying that. And he's like, no one even knows that like that's even like a street that you live on. But yeah, he was like super upset with him about that.
Hey, it was because the movie was going to be so big and so famous that people were going to dissect every part of that movie and figure it out
Right.
and stalk him and find his evil underground lair.
Oh gosh. Secret underground. He's basically a Batman villain.
Meanwhile,
Back at Tommy's apartment. Uh, oh, what a story, Mark. Um, man, speaking of the rooftop scenes, the green screen skyline
oh
of San
yeah.
Francisco, classy.
Oh, dude, we haven't even talked about one of the most important parts.
Yeah.
The drug dealer scene.
Oh, Chris R, the best actor in the whole movie.
Where's my money? Where's my money? Where's my money?
Super intense. It throws Denny on the ground, and the actor himself looked like he was about ready to crap his pants because you have like this big jacked up dude holding the gun up against his head.
Uh,
Oh yeah, that guy. That's the Chris R, the drug dealer, played by Dan Janinigan, something like that. I don't know how to say it, but yeah, his character's full name is Chris R, not Chris. And then I guess when Greg Sestero asked Tommy why his name was Chris R, he said it's because he's a gangster.
well, I just so much about that scene because they're on the roof, him and Denny, and then all of a sudden Tommy and Mark show up together,
Mm-hmm.
no reason. They just show up in perfect timing. Oh, we're gonna save Denny, and then Lisa and her mom show up.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the heck is going like why? Why? There is no logical reason why everybody's like, you know what? This is a nice day. We should go up on the roof.
Also, you got this huge jacked up dude with a gun, and and Tommy and Mark fight him off and take his gun from him, and then they just
Hmm.
walk off with him, and they come back like 2 minutes later.
Yeah.
What
Because
kind of drugs?
this is serious trouble. You are in big trouble, mister. You're not my mom.
Yeah. Danny, how could you do this? What are you thinking? Uh, Chris R.
And Lisa was just, top performance right
Oh
there.
yeah, for sure. That was some of her best dialogue.
Leave him
Yeah. You know
alone.
what? Something crazy that I learned about the dude who was Chris R.
Hmm.
He was an Olympic bobsledder.
What?
Yeah.
Oh no.
So, I mean, that explains why he was in such good shape.
Yeah.
It doesn't explain why Tommy's so ripped in this movie.
Because Tommy's an
Yeah.
alien. Well, on that subject though, too, like we talked about the great performance of Chris R, but then I would have to say definitely one of the top three performances was Lisa's mom.
Yeah.
Even though it was very messed up and some of the dialogue was horrible, not her fault. She committed
Yeah, she did.
and she did a pretty decent job and she went full loco mama bear on that rooftop.
Right? Even though she is dying. And I'm dying. You're not dying. The results came back. I definitely have breast cancer. And then like it's never mentioned again.
Yeah, after Tommy shoots himself, Lisa's like, "What about my mom and her breast cancer? You selfish douchebag. Why would you do this?"
Forgive me, God. Oh man. How do you like the
Dude,
part two where Lisa and her mom are talking about Johnny and Lisa's saying like how she doesn't love him and that she's cheating on him and uh they pan over slightly to the spiral staircase that's 10 feet away and Johnny is like eavesdropping.
just
I can't believe they talk about me like this. I'm going to record. And then he hooks up this clunky old tape recorder to the answering machine or like to the phone or something and hides it in some nook under the table and hits record on it. And it's just like you got a Maxell like 90-minute tape that you're gonna record for multiple days. And that's when he can hear the conversation between Mark and Lisa. I don't like him anymore. It's like, yeah, let's decide we hate him. Yeah, I don't like him anymore. That's basically what it's like.
well, it's just so stupid too because she's just like, "Oh, I don't know, like I don't love him anymore, but I want to use him, but I want to live my life." And then all of a sudden she's just like, "Oh, Tommy's unbearable, like I'm leaving him." And
Yeah.
it's like, what the heck? Like, you did all of this. Where is this coming from? Where it's just like, oh, all of a sudden Tommy's changed. That's the whole like psycho mentality.
Uh, I know. It's just, and it's funny like how many times Mark changes his perception of Lisa, where it's like he's just incredibly confused because she calls him and he's like, I'm really busy right now. And then she calls him lover boy, which is like very, very strange. And then like the next time he sees her, he walks in, he's like, he's like the candles, the sexy dress, the music. What's going on here? And then she like throws herself at him.
And then they talk on the phone and he's just like, what do you want? She's like, I want to see you. He's like, what are you talking about? I just saw you.
I love them. After they have sex, they're sitting there talking. He's like, I can't believe you did this to me.
Yes, this is not at all my fault. This is all your fault.
Right. Sometimes women are dumb. Sometimes they're just plain evil. Another classic rooftop scene.
Mm.
Uh, sometimes they're just plain evil. Oh man. Tell us how you really feel, Tommy, when he wrote this movie with the dialogue. Oh,
It makes me think of Peter Griffin when he was listening to I think it was Lionel Richie. He's like, "Who hurt you? Who hurt you?"
yeah. Oh man. Yeah, pretty much. Um, the whole party scene, we kind of touched on that. The it's hot in here, let's go outside. And then it's Lisa's idea to do that, and everybody's like, great idea. And they walk outside, and then she stays behind and like tries to bang Mark again at Tommy's birthday party.
Yeah.
He's
I
like,
mean,
they're
just,
just right outside. She's like, I don't care, basically.
yeah, I'm living on the edge. But you know, I mean, when you stop and you actually think about it, you know that most of that is because they just had limited sets.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, and then that's when that guy comes in. He's like, what are you doing? How could you do this? And that's the who are you guy. Uh, you invited all my friends. Great idea. Or whatever it is that Tommy says about his birthday party.
And then the infamous ending
Oh yeah, where
where he,
throws a temper tantrum. Well, that's what he's like upstairs in the bathroom. She's like, "You gonna come out of there in a minute, bitch." And then he like plays the tape and goes off on her, and she leaves. Then he starts destroying the apartment.
which he doesn't even do that like a normal person.
No, he just like swings his arms around like they're just salamis hanging at a deli, knocking things off the shelf, picks up a TV and throws it out the window. Not even a small TV. It's like a 27-inch CRT TV. That thing probably weighed like 60 pounds if it was real.
Yeah.
Obviously it was just a shell, but he like whips it out the window and it explodes on the ground. We had to get that shot. And that's when he like trashes her bedroom and he finds the red dress she had and he like I don't know, jerks off into it or something. He's like,
It's
ah, ah, ah. And he's like having flashbacks to their sex scenes.
yeah, I loved watching the flashbacks because it was making me think it's just like, you know how when you watch a lot of other feature films and they have flashbacks, they'll do flashbacks of like, oh, you didn't see this in the movie because this character has had such a long relationship with
Yeah.
this person. Like it's more than we could show you. So we're going to show like, oh, this is when they first met. Oh, this is when they got married, or like different things like that. Where this movie was just like, hey, we're going to show you all the stuff we already showed you before.
Remember when they banged and he tickled her face with a rose and it was really awkward? Here it
Here
is
it is
again.
again.
Yeah. You are my rose. You are. Oh gosh. Yeah, and then something I picked up on this time. He picks up this wooden box that's open. He looks at it, closes the lid, opens it back up, and then he pulls out a pistol.
Yeah.
That just tells me like that box wasn't supposed to be open
Yeah.
when he picked it up. And then he pulls out the gun and how could they do this to me? And he's like, forgive me, God, and then shoots himself. And then like instantly Lisa and Mark storm in there. She's like, oh my God, I think he's dead. And that's when Mark checks him and like he's like pretty much like, yeah, he's dead.
Is he dead?
Yeah.
I don't
Wake
know.
up,
There's a big hole.
Johnny.
There's a big hole out of the back of his head. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and a gun in his hand. And then Denny runs in and loses his mind. Just leave
And
us.
and then Lisa's like, I still have you, Mark, don't I? He's like, you never had me.
You
I
never had your car.
was thinking the same
I know, I
thing.
think that every single time I watch this movie. You never had me. You never had your car. Oh, family. Oh, yeah. And then end of movie. We didn't talk about when we kind of just glazed over it when Tommy's like freaking out on Lisa and he drops one of your favorite lines of I gave you 7 years of my life.
I gave you 7 years of my life. It's
How
just
could
such
you
a
do this to me? You
it's just such
betray me.
a drastic change of pace and emotion in the delivery of that.
It's like I gave you 7 years is all in capital letters, and then of my life is like three sizes smaller in the font and lowercase. Oh gosh, it's so great.
It
You
makes me think
betray
of
me.
it makes me think of a situation where like somebody's delivering a line and they're delivering a part of it and then towards the end of it they're thinking about the next line that's coming
Yeah.
and they're focusing too much on it so then all of a sudden it changes.
It makes me
I
think of Austin Powers, where it's like, um, he like shouts something, and Basil's like, "That's a side effect of the unfreezing," and then Austin's like, "I do seem to have trouble controlling the volume of my voice."
exactly.
Oh man, is there any other amazing lines from this movie or clunky scenes? Oh,
Oh
how
well,
about every time Lisa's mom shows up to talk? She walks in, sits down, she talks and tells what she does is says like, "You can't be you shouldn't be cheating on Johnny. Like it's not a big deal if you don't love him. I didn't love your father." It's like he can support you. You can't support yourself. And then she hates on someone, and then she's like, "I have to go."
she's there for like 2 minutes and she's like, oh well, I gotta go. I came across town just to sit with you for 2 minutes, but now I
Yeah.
have to go. I have to go die from breast cancer.
And I'm dying. The doctor says I definitely have breast cancer. You're not dying. Oh man. And then she and it never gets brought up again.
Because she died. No.
Tearing me apart, breast cancer. Oh man. Anything else that we missed out on?
Oh, dude, this is like never ending. So there's always stuff to say, but I know we hit the main ones, that's for sure.
Yeah. Um, yeah, the trivia and facts. I tried to limit myself because there's tons of trivia for this movie.
Oh
And
yeah.
I've already mentioned like some stuff that is in the Disaster Artist book and in the movie, but I got a few things here. So while writing one scene with Lisa and her mother, Tommy actually had Lisa talking on the phone with Claudette, and it ended with Lisa walking her mother to the door because he forgot that they were on the phone. Which they argued with him a whole bunch to like change that I heard in the book. Uh, so Tommy had a cold during filming of the party confrontations and the trashing the apartment scene. He took heavy doses of NyQuil to combat the stuffed nose and sore throat, and he had been excessively drinking Red Bull to counteract the sedative effects of the medicine. In the movie, it looks like he's convincingly drunk or stoned, slurring and barely awake, but in reality, that was it. He was just extremely exhausted. Which I heard that like Tommy would drink like 5 or more cans of Red Bull a day,
Gosh.
which is nuts. The film contains just over 10 minutes of sex scenes, about 10% of the total runtime. Uh, Tommy paid for a small television and print campaign in and around LA with the taglines calling the film a film with the passion of Tennessee Williams. Uh, The scene with Chris R. and Denny was initially shot in the alley, but Tommy decided to reshoot the scene on the rooftop set because he felt that it would be more dramatic. However, Denny playing basketball with a basketball, which made more sense in the alley, remained unchanged. The reshoot cost them $80,000 and took 2 weeks to shoot.
What?
Yeah. Well, because they had to bring the Chris R actor back again. That's some of it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Um, I don't have this in here, but uh, while I'm thinking about it, so the alley scene was a scene that was made up inside like the studio when there was an alley outside of the studio, like actually an outside alley that was pretty much the same, and Tommy refused to use it because he said they were making a serious movie,
Yeah.
so they had to have a set. Uh, despite Mark and Johnny's friendship being an integral part of the story, they do not talk to each other until 38 minutes into the movie. So when filming the famous "I did not hit her" scene, had the script in his pants pocket, and he had a really hard time with that line. They had to film that over and over and over, and it's a pretty funny scene in the Disaster Artist movie.
Yeah, I remember that.
So a stage play based on the movie's original script was performed on or in June 2011, where Tommy and Greg Sestero both reprised their parts. And I wish I could have seen that.
That's crazy.
Steven's quote of, "I feel like I'm sitting on an atomic bomb waiting for it to go off," was not scripted. Greg Ellery actually said that, not realizing, he actually said it, not realizing that the camera was rolling, which is actually a pretty good line.
Yeah.
So the actor who plays Mike was credited as Mike Scott when his name is Mike Holmes. This is due to the fact that Tommy had forgotten his name. And the last thing is this movie cost $6 million as the estimated budget, but the box office after its opening weekend only did like $1,000 or something like that. And then after being shown numerous times in theaters since, it's made 5.2 million.
How do we count that? Do we call it 5.2 million or
Yeah,
do we?
that's what it says on IMDb is 5.2.
Okay, fine.
It's I heard it's actually turned a profit after like DVD and Blu-ray purchases and everything.
Hmm.
So, uh,
Well,
another
la
another
freaking
thing,
da.
another thing that wasn't in the facts is that this movie was shot simultaneously on 35 millimeter or 32 millimeter and digital.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, and cause only really because Tommy wanted to be the first director that shot on both at the same time. There was no reason behind
Yep.
it. Grades, IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes. I'm sure
Oh
we don't
man,
remember what those are, so what do
I
you think
do.
they are?
I do not remember. 4.9.
3.6.
Okay. Rotten Tomato critic 40%.
1%.
1%. Oh, what?
Yeah.
Rotten
You're
Tomato
tearing me
audience
apart, critics.
33%.
37.
Ah, hey, pretty close.
So our grades. I'm gonna let you go first.
Oh man, this is easy 5 out of 5. Like, see, this is a little bit troublesome though, because like, okay, this is awesomely bad. So in the category awesomely bad, unforgettable, one of the best of the best, but it wasn't deliberately made that way though. So it is kind of tricky, but we are doing awesomely bad, even though this movie was not meant to be made in that category, even though that's not what Tommy says now.
Hmm.
I do still just have to give it 5 out of 5. Like this is the movie that just keeps on giving. Like unless you're watching it on a monthly basis, which honestly you could probably watch on a monthly basis and still do okay. You just cannot be disappointed by watching this movie
Yeah.
again and again. So
Yeah, I would say I give it a 5 out of 5 too. I would say it's my second favorite awesomely bad movie. And I think we talked about this when we did it the last time that Miami Connection is still my
mhm.
favorite
Yeah,
just because it's not as slow. Um, and I mean, there's action and stuff in it,
a
but
friend.
a friend. You get terrible acting in that one too, but it's funny, like Tommy's a terrible actor, but you can't take your eyes off him when he's like in scenes. He's got like this weird kind of like charisma and magnetism to him,
hmm
which is kind of funny, but he's also just I can't even explain like how he is as a person. Like I said, he's just kind of like an alien.
Yeah,
He's so incredibly awkward, but somehow it works in this movie. But I do have to say too that it's still crazy to me that this is our 400th episode.
very crazy
Like I told you the other day, I gave this podcast 5 years of my life.
of my life. Yeah, well, it's actually been longer than 5 years. So
Yeah. Yep. Well, because we
yeah,
started with the
there's
doing
eight.
non-sports episodes.
What was it? 19? It's about seven. You could say seven.
I give
I
it
give this
7 years.
podcast of my life.
uh, and it's still not tearing me apart. But we're going to be continuing on with the awesomely bad. And a movie that is also very kind of like notorious for being horrible. And I've actually never seen it, so I'm kind of looking forward to it. We're going to be talking about Ninja 3 The Domination, which I've seen Enter the Ninja and Return of the Ninja. So it's like the unofficial sequel, kind of. So I'm looking
Dun
forward to
dun
that.
dun.
If you guys are liking the show, subscribe and share. Follow us on social media. Check out our YouTube and our TikTok. Go to our website is rockvideorental.com. And if you are liking the show, go back and listen to the other 399 episodes.
Yeah, catch up. Hurry up.
And then come back next week for episode 401, where we're talking about Ninja 3 The Domination. And until then, as always, be kind and rewind.